India, a land of vibrant colors, jasmine and spice, temple bells, and the hum of a billion lives. This country doesn't just welcome you, it sweeps you into its story and leaves a mark on your soul. Here, the ancient and modern collide in a beautiful, chaotic dance. Exploring India on just $500 for a month. It sounds wild, but that's exactly what I set out to do. With a light backpack and lighter wallet, I stepped into Delhi's warm air, ready for adventure. This is a story of living simply, finding connection, and discovering the real India through its people, especially its remarkable women. So, come with me. Let's wander the bazaars, ride the trains, and listen to the stories whispered on the Indian wind. $500, what seemed like a modest sum back home, transformed into a thick wad of rupees in India. Suddenly, I was holding 40,000 rupees in my hands, and the possibilities felt endless. The crisp notes, each with their own vibrant colors and stories, made me feel like I was about to embark on a true adventure. That's about 1,300 rupees a day, which sounds generous at first glance. But as soon as you step into the bustling markets, the aroma of spices, the glitter of trinkets, and the calls of street vendors make it clear. Temptation is everywhere, and it's easy to get carried away. The secret to making it last? Live like a local. I took the metro instead of taxis, savored delicious street food instead of fancy restaurants, and learned to bargain with a friendly smile. Every interaction became a lesson in resourcefulness and connection. My very first metro ride from the airport was my true introduction to Delhi, shoulder to shoulder with the city's heartbeat, surrounded by people from all walks of life. The energy was electric, and I felt instantly woven into the fabric of the city. Instead of splurging on big hotels, I chose India's guest houses and homestays. They were not only affordable and comfortable, but also overflowing with local wisdom and warmth. Each stay felt like being welcomed into a new family. Staying with families meant my money directly supported the local community, and my experience was so much richer. Sharing meals, stories, and laughter with my hosts gave me a deeper understanding of Indian culture than any guidebook ever could. Every rupee counted, so I tracked my expenses in a small notebook, a mindful ritual that made me appreciate the value of simple joys. Watching my budget shrink day by day taught me to savor every cup of chai, every rickshaw ride, and every new friendship. My budget covered the basics: food, shelter, transport, and entry fees. But the real wealth was in the connections I made. Sharing meals with new friends, swapping stories late into the night, and laughing together over language mix-ups became the true highlights of my journey. In the end, I learned that happiness isn't about how much you spend, but how deeply you experience each moment. India taught me to slow down, to notice the beauty in everyday life, and to find joy in the smallest things. My $500 Indian dream became a priceless adventure. In India, you'll never go hungry. No matter where you are or what time of day it is, there's always something delicious waiting around the corner. Especially if you love food, this country is a paradise for your taste buds. The sheer variety and vibrancy of Indian cuisine is unmatched, and every region has its own specialties to discover. Street food is a feast for a few rupees. Imagine sampling a world of flavors without ever breaking the bank. Pani puri, aloo tikki, samosas, and spicy chaat. Each snack is a tiny explosion of taste, texture, and aroma. And more, each bite a burst of flavor that tells a story of tradition and creativity. The colors, the crunch, the tangy and spicy notes, they all come together in perfect harmony. My favorite discovery? The thali, a metal platter loaded with rice, bread, dal, curries, raita, pickles, and a sweet dessert, all for under 200 rupees. It's a complete meal that lets you taste a little bit of everything, and no two thalis are ever quite the same. Chai is everywhere, brewed with spices and served in tiny glasses or clay cups, a ritual that fuels the nation. Whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet village, you'll find people gathered around chai stalls, sharing stories and laughter over steaming cups. Local markets overflow with fresh produce and spices. I'd snack on juicy mangoes, roasted peanuts, or even fresh coconut for just a few pennies. The sights and smells of these markets are an adventure in themselves, and every visit brings a new discovery. Eating like a local wasn't just cheap, it was a way to connect with the land and its people. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, sharing a meal on a banana leaf, I felt welcomed into a world where food is love and hospitality is a way of life. Vendors and cooks shared stories along with their recipes, making every meal a cultural exchange. They'd tell me about family traditions, secret ingredients, and the history behind each dish, turning a simple snack into a memorable experience. The simple act of sharing food became a highlight of my journey. Meals were more than just sustenance. They were moments of connection, laughter, and learning. In India, the best meals are found on the street, in markets, and in humble roadside eateries where the flavors are bold and the welcome is warm. And always in the company of new friends, because here, food is meant to be shared, and every meal is a celebration of life. Finding a place to sleep in India was an adventure and a doorway to friendship. Guest houses and homestays, not hotels, became my home. In Jaipur, Mrs. Sharma welcomed me with tea and stories, teaching me to drape a sari and navigate the markets. In Varanasi, my guest house overlooked the Ganges. Mornings began with temple bells and sunrises, shared with fellow travelers. These stays were more than cheap beds. They were communities, offering safety, advice, and a sense of belonging. Owners became friends, looking out for me and sharing their lives. As a solo traveler, this network of care was invaluable. I learned that home is a feeling, not a building, found in kindness, shared meals, and laughter. In India, you're never truly alone. To truly know India, you must ride its trains. The railway is the country's lifeline, weaving together cities, villages, and people from every walk of life. Each journey is a window into the heart of India. Sleeper class is a microcosm of the country. Families, vendors, and strangers sharing food, laughter, and stories. The rhythmic clatter of wheels, the aroma of home-cooked meals, and the chorus of voices create a unique symphony that's unmistakably Indian. My overnight journey from Delhi to Jodhpur unfolded like a play in 3 acts. A bustling evening filled with anticipation, a peaceful night rocked by the gentle sway of the train, and a chai-fueled morning where the world outside the window slowly came alive. Within cities, auto rickshaws are both thrilling and essential. Negotiate your fare, squeeze in with locals, and enjoy the bumpy, exhilarating ride through crowded streets. Each driver has a story to tell, full of local wisdom, humor, and tips that can transform your journey. Walking soon became my favorite way to explore, wandering through vibrant markets, peeking into workshops, and stumbling upon tiny bakeries tucked away in narrow lanes. I met artisans in hidden corners, watched craftsmen at work, and discovered the creativity that thrives off the main roads. The best discoveries always happened off the tourist trail, in places where few visitors venture, and every turn brings a new surprise. It was in the serendipity of daily life, children playing, vendors calling out, neighbors chatting, that I found the true spirit of India. Travel in India is about the journey, not just the destination. Every road, track, and path offers its own adventure. Every mode of transport brought new stories, unexpected friendships, and a sense of belonging, even among strangers. The adventure was in the movement, the chaos, the colors, and the constant hum of life all around. Most of all, it was in the connections made along the way, moments of kindness, shared laughter, and the feeling that in India, every journey is a story waiting to be told. India's true beauty lies in its women, their strength, resilience, and quiet power. In Rajasthan, Lakshmi showed me block printing, her cooperative giving women independence and hope for their daughters. In Rishikesh, Priya defied tradition to become a yoga instructor, teaching children by the Ganges and inspiring others. I met women running food stalls, managing guest houses, and leading markets, each with a story of perseverance. Their courage and determination shaped their families and communities. These women taught me that strength is often gentle, persistent, and transformative. Their stories are the heartbeat of India. They are the nation's true backbone. Jodhpur's blue streets are stunning, but its women are even more remarkable. Geeta, a widow, turned her home into a spice shop, becoming a pillar of her neighborhood and a source of wisdom. Her shop was more than a business. It was a gathering place for women to share stories and support. Down the lane, Anjali led a sewing circle, empowering women to earn and support their families. Their colorful saris and laughter filled the courtyard, a testament to solidarity and sisterhood. These women were rewriting their destinies, stitch by stitch. They shared childcare, advice, and dreams, building a support system stronger than any wall. Their resilience echoed through the city, a living tapestry of hope. In Jodhpur, the most beautiful sound was their laughter. India is a spectacle where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Families of 5 on a scooter, cows in traffic, and the sacred mingling with the mundane, this is daily life. The sounds are a symphony: crows, temple bells, street vendors, and the ever-present head wobble, a language of its own. At first, the chaos is overwhelming, but soon you find its rhythm and charm. The head wobble means yes, no, maybe, or thank you. Context is everything. These quirks make India endlessly fascinating and endearing. The beauty is in the details, the surprises, and the acceptance of life's contradictions. In India, every day is brilliant in its own way. As my month ended, my wallet was empty, but my heart was overflowing. The real treasure was the warmth, kindness, and lessons from the people I met. Living simply brought deeper connections and unforgettable memories. India showed me that the richest experiences cost nothing at all. I left a piece of my heart in its cities and in the eyes of the women who inspired me. This isn't goodbye. India calls you back. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep seeking connection and wonder wherever you go.